everybody. We have anybody here for their first meeting at Racing for Recovery? Thank you for joining us. We'll get you a schedule and some more information. If you got any questions afterwards, please ask. It looks like you're sitting next to somebody that knows an awful lot. I think you came with her, so glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go ahead and go through our sport group meeting guidelines. Thank you everyone for attending the Racing for Recovery sport group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meetings welcome parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. The Racing for Recovery support group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered. By combining substance abusers, families, friends, and the public at large, we have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone who has been affected by alcohol or drug addiction. Meeting start time is 7. Please be on time. Please turn off your cell phones or ringers to vibrate and refrain from posting on social media during the meeting. Please only one person speaking at a time, and please speak loudly so that everyone can hear. Proof of attendance is provided. Please put the stamp sheets in the box out there and they'll get them covered for you. Honesty is required. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view on how alcohol and drug addiction has impacted your life. Meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity, so please refrain from using excessive foul language or language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity for all those who are present. If you see a visitor, a new member, or returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please warmly welcome them into our program. Please refrain from leaving the meeting while it is in progress because it is disruptive to others. Smoking and vaping far away, and please dispense of all trash in the garbage. Who's got our guidelines?
Guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. The lifestyle recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. Guidelines. 1. Recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. 2. Wanting to pursue positive alternative to substance abuse, such as our education, employment, quality relationships, and health and fitness. 3. Using resources such as friends, family, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help us stay focused and motivated. 4. Defining balance and working toward making it a part of our everyday life. 5. Building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. 6. Understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. 7. Lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. 8. Learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. 9. Recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. 10. Caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
Thank you. All right, we'll go ahead and do introductions now. Just want to know your name, why you decided to join us, and how we can help.
My name is Joe. I come here to remain teachable, and today I have 2 years sobriety.
My name is AJ. I'm here to better myself.
My name is Tiffany. I'm here to learn that mistakes do not define who we are. It's the actions that you take after those mistakes happen that matter.
My name's Joe. I'm here for 2 things. One, first and foremost, I love myself, and also because at 8 this morning we had Soul Core. So it's been a great day.
Diana, I'm here because I choose to be here and to learn from all of you. I'm Kelly. I'm here because my son is in recovery and he'll be 11 months clean on Monday.
My name's Connie. I'm here to support my son Dustin always, and I just love these meetings and everyone here.
I'm Jennifer, and we come because we found our second, third, fourth family here, and we just like it.
My name's Dustin. I'm here because it's Thursday, and I'm able to come here with my family, which is a wonderful thing. That's Kai, in case anybody didn't know. He's just getting vocal, so I apologize if it's loud. We're hoping he makes it through a whole meeting tonight.
I'm Misty. I'm here to support my son Daryl and my other son Dylan.
I'm Daryl, and I'm here to keep getting better.
Dylan, I'm here to stay sober. I'm Matt, I'm here for the positivity and to stay sober.
I'm Bill. I'm here to support my son Matt. Anyone else?
I'm Peg. I'm here to support my son Michael.
I'm Mike, and I'm here for the support.
I'm here to support my son Tanner.
I'm Tanner, and I'm here to stay sober, and because when I come here, I immediately notice the positive effect it has on me. So keep going.
Me is Barb. I'm here to stay sober. I'm Diana. I'm here to learn and stay sober.
Hi, my name's Andy, and I'm here to stay balanced and focused.
I'm Mike. I'm here to support Joe. He's definitely helped me through a lot of these last 18 months that I've been here. You're truly an amazing dude, and thank you for all your support.
I'm Leanna, and I'm here for positivity. I'm Samantha, and I'm here to listen and learn.
Patrick, I'm here to keep myself accountable.
I'm Rick. I'm here to listen.
I'm Julie. I'm here to learn.
I'm Christina, a nursing student here to learn.
I'm Cindy. I'm also a nursing student here to learn.
I'm Chris, and I'm here to support the program.
I'm Emily. I'm here to continue to learn, and I'm excited when I can stand up and say I appreciate it. No, when I have to.
My name is John. I've been out of town for a few weeks, and I'm just here to feel the support.
I'm Emily, I'm just here to support John. I'm Taylor, I'm here to support John also.
I'm Kaylee. I'm here to learn. I'm Fran. I'm here to support my daughter Kaylee.
I'm Janet, and I'm here to support my son Steven, and 42 years ago, right about this time, I was hitting labor with him. I'm Rebecca, and I'm here to support my nephew, Steven.
I'm Steven, and I'm here because I know God has a glorious plan for me, but it's up to me to pursue it.
Awesome.
I'm Grandma. I'm just here to kind of keep an eye on everybody. My biggest job is to make sure that nobody uses bad words, because I don't like Joe up there at the front to hear bad words.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and I'm here tonight for positivity and support.
And I come for healing and the hope that this place, the hope in this place is what I want.
I'm here to live a better life.
Abby Jo, here to remain teachable.
I'm Jalen, and I'm here because keeping me on the right path.
Carl, here to heal and to learn the way of life.
I'm Jessica. I'm here for Scarlett and myself. I'm Alicia, and I'm here because I'm suicidal, and this place brings positivity to my life.
I'm Troy. I'm here for myself, and I'm here for my friends that can't be here for themselves.
I'm Grace, and I'm here for Troy.
I'm Cheryl, and I'm here also for Troy, and support for myself, and hopefully give support to other people who need it.
Somebody back there.
I'm Frank. I'm here for the give and receive support and all the positivity I receive each day I'm here.
James, I'm here to heal.
I'm the first Nick, and I'm here to listen and learn.
I'm Dave. I'm here because this meeting is great, and listen and learn as well.
Raj. I'm here to continue to grow.
Gina, I'm here to get support and to get help.
I'm Tim, I'm here just listening tonight.
I'm Mike, here for a lot of reasons. Just I love seeing everybody here. Like my back really hurt because I'm not coming to the meeting tonight, just laying in bed, and I'm so glad I came. You know, it's like seeing Kai. Everybody here is awesome, so thank you.
I'm Dave, I'm here to support my son Steve.
I'm Pat, I'm here to support my son Steve.
I'm the original Nick. I'm here to help teach Nick and to support him.
I'm Brittany, I'm here to listen and learn.
I'm here to balance the inspiration.
I'm Larry, I join Thursday meetings to see everybody, be seen. I'm Steve, I come here to continue to learn and stay on the right track.
Samantha, I'm here to learn.
I'm Lisa, and I'm here to learn. I'm just on in recovery now, so lots of questions.
I'm Michael, I'm here to change my life.
I'm Pat, I'm here for the positivity and to see all my old friends and new friends and see each one progress in their recovery.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeremy Danielski. I choose to be here tonight. Sobriety and being an active member of Racing for Recovery is part of my identity. These meetings help keep that identity intact.
Dan, here to listen to learn.
Melissa, I'm here to listen.
I'm Lance, I'm here for support and positivity.
I'm here for Lance.
Craig, I'm here to listen and learn.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm here to learn balance in my life.
I'm Mike, I'm here to find balance and peer support.
I'm Braden and I'm here to support my dad and ours.
I'm Michelle and I'm here to support my son Mike. I'm Mary, I'm Mike's grandmother and I'm here to support him.
Hi, Mike, I'm here today because I value my life.
I'm Rachel and I'm here because I'm inspired every day to watch people come in the doors and get the help that they deserve.
I'm Rick. I'm here to support this wonderful program and the great people in it in memory of my son Jacob.
I'm Bruce. I'm here to learn and support everyone in this great group, although I'm wondering if it should be maybe more like a crowd now instead of a group.
I'm Cindy. I'm here to support my daughter Riley, who's in recovery. This is my first meeting ever, and I already feel better.
I'm Gail. I am here to support this crowd, as Bruce says. Started coming here a little over 18 months ago, and just amazed at the camaraderie in this group and the success that people are having. I'm also here to put a face to those suffering from addiction, and I want to do something in memory of my daughter Lauren, who passed away in August of 2017, never realizing when she went upstairs at 4 o'clock to use that it was going to be the last thing she ever did. So it is very real that if you use, you can die.
I'm Rachel, and I realize I've been coming here for years. Everyone said this, but I'm here to support Joe. He's too.
I'm Julie, I'm Joe's mom, and I'm very proud of Joe and so grateful to Racing for Recovery.
My name is Bill and I'm here to support my son Joe and anybody else in this room that needs help.
My name's Tom, I come here to continue to learn. I'm Jeff, I'm here for hope and inspiration.
Hi, I'm Susan. I'm Jeff's sister, and he and Todd are in Wisconsin. And hi, you guys, if you're watching.
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm Susan's friend. It's my first time. I'm here to support her brother Jeff and Lance and to grow and learn. It's already been eye-opening and to pray for everyone. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Hi, I'm Teresa, and I'm here to give love and hopefully get a little better.
Hi, I'm Bree, and I'm just glad to be here this evening.
Jose, I'm here to listen and for the inspiration.
Hi, I'm Deanna, and I like coming on Thursdays because they have a spiritual meeting at 5:30. And I also like to let everybody know that God does love you and He does forgive.
I'm David. I'm here because I deserve my sobriety today.
Is that everybody back there? Jake?
I'm Jake. I can definitely agree with what Rachel has said. All of you guys deserve this life that you guys are making for each other, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm also here for Joe. Well, we've been going back for quite some time now, and I am proud to call you my brother, and you mean a lot to me, and I'm so proud of you.
I'm Denise Jacobs' mom, and I'm here to get support and congratulations.
I'm Sarah, and I'm here to listen and to learn and surround myself by people who do the right thing when no one's looking.
I'm Pam, I'm Sarah's mom, I'm here to support her. And
I'm Paula, I'm here because this is becoming part of my routine every day, and it's so good to be in this program.
I'm Diane, Jordan's mom, here to support Jordan, all his wonderful friends, my adopted Mexican son, Joe, and a cute little girl over there. She's such a good job. Glad to be here.
I'm John. I'm here for love and positive vibes.
I'm Tara, I'm here for balance.
I'm Randall. I'm here to always remain humble and to constantly keep growing each day.
I'm Desiree, and I'm here to learn balance.
I'm Lisa, and I'm Megan's mom, and I'm celebrating her birthday today.
I'm
Megan. I'm here because I've been given an opportunity to celebrate another birthday sober, and what a better way to end it than to be here.
Stephen I.
I'm Marty. I'm John's dad. I'm here to support him and uplift him.
Don't.
My name is Tone. I'm here for patience, balance, and try to remain focused.
I'm Jason. I'm here because they allow me, and since I've been here, my family has healed, and we are being reunited. And baby.
I'm Linda, first time here, and I'm here to learn and support my husband.
Hi, I'm Tracy, and for 7 years I've been addicted to opiates. And this is my first time here, and I got great support from my family, and a lot of church people are praying for me. I got addicted to my very first surgery, and between the last 7 years I had a total of 8 surgeries, and it just progressed and got worse. So.
I'm Nicole, and I'm here to support my dad.
I'm Gary, and I'm here to support my second dad.
I'm Renee, and I continue to come to this place, put the pieces of our broken family back together.
I'm Virginia, and I come to learn.
I'm Jeremy. I'm here to learn.
My name is Chris. Congratulations, Joe. I come for positivity and support.
I'm Tara, and I'm here because I believe in myself. I'm Shelley, and I'm Tara's aunt, and I am also praying for all of you.
I'm Deb, I'm Tara's mom. I thank God for this place.
I'm Heidi, and I give support.
My name is Candace, and I am genuinely very grateful for the friends, the family, and the opportunities that I have every day.
I'm Brittany, and I'm here to try to be the best person I can be, surround myself with people that care about me, and to make these two proud.
I'm Sharon, and I'm Brittany's mom, and I am so thankful to God that she had found Racing for Recovery. She's 6 months clean, and being so proud of her, and I love all of you.
I'm Myra, and Brittany's dad, so we're just thankful to be here.
And I'm Sarah. I come for stuff like this, and I love what this place represents. The people in here are just amazing, to say the least, and
I am grateful and honored to be a part of it.
Pretty back here. Kelly?
First time.
I'm Aaron's mom, I'm here to learn and I'm here to support you.
My name is Kelly, and I also am here to celebrate all of this, and it's done best with cake and brownies and cookies. I may or may not have had all of them.
I'm Ashley, and I'm here because I'm constantly inspired on the daily.
I'm Betty. I'm here to get the best out of life, and without Racing for Recovery, I wouldn't have been able to do that.
I'm Brittany. I'm here because I choose to be and to put into action the things that I've been learning here.
I'm Jordan, and I'm here to watch people get better and be part of that, support my awesome friend Joe, and I'm blessed to just been beside him and all my other friends, like be here and do what we do. And I also came to see Todd, but wrong Todd today.
Letting people down. I'm Todd Bieber. Just proud to be a part of this awesome group and the amazing people we get to see and meet, and the progress you get to see in people. Joe, it's phenomenal, man. Congratulations. Keep it up. Who's got the answer?
Frank does. The answer by Donald D. Carr. Running from the misery, trying to escape the pain as I approach the light of hope that lies before me. Each step overwhelms me. Every breath sears my throat. I ache. My body rebels against me. My memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I dangle helplessly above the abyss of alcohol and drug abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They do not understand. They do not care who I am. I am a human being, full of thoughts and feelings. I am worth saving. Just show me the way. At last, I reach the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding smiles, and looks of trust. And so begins Racing for Recovery.
Thank you. Announcement side of things. I think that's part of me, just kind of my like pregame thing when I'm coming to, when I have to facilitate this one when Todd's gone. But I've been going to spirituality meeting, and I just wanted to give a lot of credit to Stacy and Denny who've been leading that. It's been awesome to go into that the last few times that I've been in here, and we talk a lot about balance in here, and obviously spirituality being a big component of that. And if you haven't been to it, check it out. We're going to be posting some additional schedules with yoga and soul core, because we've been working through some things with that. We're going to kind of revitalize the time with that. We're going to offer some different times, days, kind of get a feel for what is getting the best turnout. So keep an eye out for that. We'll get that posted on social media and as well in the building. And I think that was all on the announcement side of things. I think we owe a couple happy birthday songs real quick here to it's Megan and you're back there, right? Steven. So we'll go ahead and we'll hit you both at once, all right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Megan Steven. All right. I had gotten a message from somebody this week through Facebook, the Race Recovery site, and it was prompted thought for my topic for the meeting tonight, and it was they had mentioned that they were having some communication with a friend and about why they were coming to our meetings, and it was prompted a thought in me, and it's like sitting here next to Joe 2 years and hear Gail talk about Lauren, and you think about if something's helping you and it's working, and I think about that question, why do you keep coming here? And it's like, if it is working, why are we going to change it all, right? And we talk a lot about making big changes. And I know Todd used an analogy, and I think I've used it with a couple people in here from time to time, and it's, you know, you got balance going on in your life, and you got a big opportunity or a change, and instead of, you know, switching one to the other, you know, how do you bring them together to keep that balance in what you're doing with what is working? So I wanted to throw that out there as a topic tonight for, you know, maybe a reflection on yourself and what has been, because I look around the room and again, you see 2 years and 5 years and all kinds of length of time in sobriety and people that have been coming around and supporting the program for a long time, and would like to hear from people on why you keep coming. That's Deanna.
Hi, I'm Deanna, and I keep coming to this place because I knew at the end of my time when I was ready to get clean, it's going to be Racing for Recovery for one. I knew this group of 2001. I've been in a lot of treatment centers, and I have God in my life, and I love that they have a spiritual meeting on Thursdays. And, you know, I guess you couldn't really understand, but I'm going to say it like this. I've seen Jesus. I've seen him come to me when I've OD'd. He's been there with me from the beginning until now. And I'm on this journey at Racing for Recovery because I know God loves me today, and that's why I'm clean. And this place here is all about love. We all love one another and need something. We just lean on each other because it's here. And this is a really serious thing that I've gone through. Destruction I've used for 30 years. Lost my father with alcohol, and I keep coming back alive, and it's because Jesus loves me. You know, he's there for me. It's time to get clean and do what I'm supposed to do in life. And this place here has taught me so much in getting cleaner and cleaner to where I can think right, and I'm using it. I'd like to share that. Thanks.
Steve.
I was kind of thinking of something else, but she kind of made me thinking about something else as well. I love the spirituality in here. Maybe we're not all the same religion, we don't all have the same beliefs, but we find some way to come together and respect and listen to each other. The world needs that a lot more. There's so much chaos and confusion out there. And I still got my issues, but I'm honored that my God has allowed me to represent him through my actions. I still got so much to learn, and I feel so good about it. And I think that besides making me proud of myself and myself happy, I think the next best thing is making my mom happy. Putting a smile on her face. I've caused so much chaos and confusion and stress, and it's time for me to take it away, Mom. Thank you.
I don't really share a lot, but I've been here a while now, right around the 9-month mark. My mom worked very hard to, you know, provide for me good. I went against that, and I paid the price. I ended up, you know, in the gutter and doing shit that I'm not even gonna say. But the difference between this program and another one, I'm not knocking. I learned a lot from like AA, but this is very different. It's not about just dropping the dope. It's not about just quitting using whatever you use. It's not about that. It's about a lifestyle. It says this ain't a program. It's a lifestyle. It helps me in every dynamic of my life. You know, family, work, you know, friends, spirituality, creativity, all that. And this helps me get into each dynamic and keep them balanced. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm in that transition where I'm starting to work. I'm starting to do all this other stuff. And this is the fork in the road normally where I would go a certain other way. But this place helps me go the good way. I'm not used to dealing with all this at once, all those dynamics, but I am. It's rough. You know, sometimes I want to trip up, but I'm not doing it. I'm sticking it to it, and I wouldn't be able to do it if I wasn't here. So that's why I'm here, straight up.
For me, the lifestyle of Race for Recovery, it's keeps me balanced and focused. And as I've come along in my recovery journey or path, whatever you want to call it, it's if I do all of one thing and I get out of balance, something else suffers. Like if all I'm doing is focusing on work in my home, then recovery kind of gets put on the back burner. And if all I do is go to meetings all the time and focus on just myself and all recovery and don't try to incorporate my family and my home and work, then that gets put on the back burner. And the same way with working out. If I'm just, all I want to do is just work out, it's just about keeping it in balance for me. I have a problem with that. Like when something feels good to me, I want to go 120 miles an hour in that one direction. I had a problem with that in active addiction. I had a problem with that I'm trying to smooth out in recovery. You know, so but by staying, you know, tapped into this to this room here and the meetings here, it just keeps me, it's a reminder of what's important. And number one, I can't do none of it if I don't stay sober. None of it's possible, you know. And so just by, I'm kind of at a bad words, but by checking in and steadily checking in here and staying involved here, it helps me in every other aspect. After these meetings are over, I can take that into other aspects of my life.
This place, it's different than everything else that I've ever tried. They never told me what to do. They never told me I have to do this certain thing a certain way for me to stay sober. And I basically get to find out what I like to do, what I enjoy doing, what makes me happy. Because I was miserable for a long time, and not saying that doesn't work for like someone being told what to do. That could work for some people. It just didn't work for me. I do what makes me happy, and I chase that. I do the best things for my life today, and that helps me create goals for myself. Evolve into a better person, and I think that's gonna help me find purpose in my life, what I truly want to do and what I want to be. You know, I never knew what I wanted to do with my life. I never ever. I just don't. But I know that whatever I do, I'll do it 110%. And put everything into it, and I've always been that way. So me making my own path and being able to do what I want to do and what makes me happy, that's why this program works for me. So these people here care about me. I never had people that actually cared about me either, and that means a lot. That means more than anything that any program has ever offered me. Thank you.
So why I stay involved in Racing for Recovery and why I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here is because this place is allowing me to not be the stigma of I have to be an addict for the rest of my life. This place allows me to recognize that I get to become a mom again. I get to become a daughter again. I get to do all these amazing things because it's like their little slogan is, you know, sobriety, anything. So I don't have to be, I'm a heroin addict, a recovering heroin addict. I don't have to say that for the rest of my life because this place allows me to like live, finally. And like people here lead by example. You know, sometimes you walk into places and a lot of people just talk a lot of talk. and you get into a place like this and everybody is doing something to live a better life, and they show it every day in their work ethic and the way that they support other people, in the way that this place is run in such a different way than any other place. I don't feel like a number here. I don't feel like somebody's, making sure that they got my billing number before I stepped in the door, which is an awesome feeling, being in recovery.
Joe. A lot of people touched on what I was going to say, but for me, I've been through a couple different recovery centers, a couple different rehabs, things like that. And every time I remember my sole goal was to do whatever needed to be done just to get out, because I just wanted to leave and go back to what I was doing. And I think the difference here is that it's kind of like what Tone was talking about, the lifestyle change. But it's not something you have to do by yourself. You don't just you don't do it on your own. You have your peers, you have your friends supporting you, and it's great that you're allowed to make mistakes but also learn from them. And you have people who will tell you what worked for them and give you suggestions, but like Randall said, no one's going to tell you, you need to do this. The only requirement is that you just have to stay sober. And sorry, I'm still kind of like in shock that I actually made it to 2 years, to be completely honest with all of you. And I don't know, I usually don't get emotional or nervous in front of crowds, but everyone I feel like is staring at me right now, so. We are. It's just a lot. I'm just grateful you guys let me be here.
Brittany.
So the last 2 days I've learned a lot of really good stuff. I keep coming back because everybody here and this building, this entire entity that is Racing for Recovery, it allows you to be vulnerable and to drop your guard, which makes it easier to relate to people, which allows you to realize that you do have empathy and understanding, which builds my self-esteem. Knowing that I'm actually human, that mistakes are made, that people are going to understand, and they're still going to root you on. That makes it easier for me to accept the changes that are happening in my life, and accepting the changes allows me to adapt and to keep things balanced. And having patience with all of it throughout all of it is the exact reason why I keep coming back.
Gail.
I come here for so many reasons. When we first started coming here was right after Lauren passed away. And coming here and seeing Rick and Randy and knowing that they had gone down this path before me. And that gave me immense comfort. That I could lean on somebody who knew what I was feeling. And there's just not that many people in your social life that have gone through this that can relate to you. So it was just really comforting for that. And then, I started transitioning from that stage and coming because people like Jordan and Brendan and Jacob let me relate more to what Lauren was feeling and what she was going through and all the trials and tribulations that she was handling, and we were trying to get past it. And then, Lauren was adopted, and, people in this room would help me understand the feelings that she felt by being adopted, which I couldn't relate to, but there's people in this room. And, a lot of this is really selfish for me and my well-being, but then in the same sense as I tell my story, I open it up that other people can reach out to me, work-related people, friends that I have whose children are struggling, and it's not just with the addiction. A coworker, his niece is going through cancer, and he reached out to me to understand how he could help her the best and things like that. So that's one of the things why I come, so I can get my story out there. Lauren was a person, yes, she did drugs, but that wasn't the epitome of who she was. And that's just the story I want to get out. And Racing for Recovery helps me do that. And I think it's just the, to not be emotional, it's the warm fuzzy feeling you get here. It's that people care about you, they're not trying to undermine your success. They truly hope you have a better time when you leave here than when you walked in the doors. So, thank you.
Thank you. Sarah?
The reason that I like Racing for Recovery is, for the first time, I get to, in a safe environment, I get to heal what I'm having to, I get to heal my trauma, for lack of a better term, from my past, and that my family gets to heal along with that and gets to, in a safe environment, understand what I went through, and the why behind why I chose to use drugs in order to avoid the emotion that I didn't like the feeling of. I also love Racing for Recovery because they teach integrity, and they, like I always say when I introduce myself, I have the ability to learn and watch very intricately people who do the right thing when no one's looking. It's super easy to do the right thing when everybody's looking, but it's super hard to do the right thing when no one's looking. And those are the types of people that I choose on a daily basis to surround myself with, and just to watch and to learn. And I think the two other biggest things for Racing for Recovery versus the other program that I got to be part of 10 years ago is just consistency and standards. I think that the standards here are really awesome, and I think the consistency in like the three gentlemen up front and Jake as well. I think you guys are the epitome of what I want to be when I hit 2 years of sobriety, and and I'm really grateful for that. That's all.
Sorry, I'm not a fan of public speaking, so you'll have to bear with me, everybody. Going back to what you said, Todd, you mentioned at the very beginning something about like work and life changes. And you kind of mentioned it too, where like when I first started coming here, it was probably about a year ago. When people talked about finding balance, I kind of got what they meant, but I wasn't working at the time. I was working kind of, but I wasn't really like in a career, you know what I mean? So I wasn't like, I didn't really have a lot of obligations, so coming here was easy. But then, I kind of recently started working and things are going really well with that. But at the same time, I stopped coming here because I was getting home from work and I'd be too lazy or too tired or whatever other excuse. So now I'm trying to find that balance that you guys are talking about, you know, and trying not to make excuses. I'm sure lots of people can relate to that.
Justin. Oh boy, I don't even remember what I was going to say. Why we come here, why we keep coming here, is that the thing? I think initially I came here because I'm a defiant person by nature, and I'm sure they can attest to that. I just had a problem with the way other programs ran and being told what to do all the time, you know, so I can relate a lot with what Randall was saying. I know I told my mom specifically for months prior to knowing this place that, you know, 12-step programs weren't working for me, and everybody was telling me to go to meetings, 90, all these steps to take, and I just didn't want to do that, man. I didn't want to do that shit for some reason. And then I found this place, and I guess the main reason I keep coming back is the people, and that's peers, that's staff, that's everybody in this room in general. I know when I first got here it was a little intimidating because, you know, I wasn't in the greatest place at the time, and everybody in here seemed generally happy, and I'm like, what the hell's going on in here? You know, it wasn't a bunch of grumpy. It wasn't the vibe and everything in here was just way different than what I was expecting. There's nothing that I was used to. You know, but you know, I guess the old saying is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing since I've gotten here. I've managed to stay sober that long, and it's still working. And that's with life changes and work and hardships, as you kind of were speaking about earlier. I mean, I have my son, so I mean, a lot of things have changed, and I've managed to keep that balance. I can relate with what Tanner was saying. It's changed, you know. So just before he was here, before my son was born, my routine was quite different than what it is today. But that's life. I know in my experience, it's never been the same. There's things change, and so I know I struggle with finding new balance. You know, it takes time for me to get in a new routine, and there's a few things that stay consistent of the meetings. You know, I'm here every Monday, and as many Thursdays as I can. She happens to be off work for rehab on her shoulder right now, so we're able to be here with Kai, and so yeah, I think the consistent things I'm doing now are working, and you know, I don't plan on changing the consistency. You know what I mean?
Jason?
I really like what you just said, and I really love the honesty back here. I was in a real bad place back in January. I was sober with another program for 10 years, and I was embarrassed to go back. My ego, my pride. I had surgery, and I made a poor choice and started doing what I was doing, and it led into a whole bunch of other things, and it destroyed my family. Dan gave me a chance to come in, and Rachel was such a sweetheart. When I got here, I felt safe for the first time in about 8 months. I wasn't gonna harm myself that day. And as you guys allow me to keep coming back here and haven't locked the doors on me, my life keeps changing. The consistency, the determination. Andy was talking about adding things, you know, if I do have that addictive personality. I race motocross, I'm 100% into that, I'm 100% into this, working out 100%. It's like everything is like I overdo everything. Being here, you know, getting some counseling and the opportunities you guys lay out for us has really helped shape my life in a different manner than I've ever ran it before. It's amazing. I actually have inner peace today. I haven't had that ever in my life, ever. I've always been reaching out, trying to fill it with something, a new Harley or new something. Everything was always trying to fill that hole. And today I'm just okay with just sitting here being okay, you know. It's not so much Racing for Recovery, which it is, don't get me wrong. It's all the people involved with Racing for Recovery that has made me feel that genuine, you know, that integrity she was talking about. It's like you see people, you know, they're doing the same thing whether you're watching or not. And it's just, my mind's really racing right now. I'm actually going on my first date with my wife in 6 months tomorrow night, which is awesome. I'm a little scared. You guys have let me cry. You guys have let me do whatever I needed to do to heal here, and the place is awesome. It's really put me in a little different perspective. The biggest thing I've noticed with being a part of this is I'm 100% present in my life today. I am cognitive, and I know every decision I'm going to make, and I weigh out everything, cons and pros and cons, and you know, I have not woke up one day and said I want to have a crappy day. You know, it's not happened since I've been here. And I also know if I make bad decisions, that will happen, so I choose not to do that. Yeah, thank you. And Joe, congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Great.
Well, Racing Recovery, I've learned a lot. I thank Racing Recovery a whole bunch. I'm very, very grateful. A lot of you know me. I'm here to support you as well as receive your support. 3 hugs for Mom and everybody else around here. But the thing I learned is who I was. And if it wasn't for Racing for Recovery, after 40 years of doing that silly stuff, I wouldn't know who I am, but today I do. And I'm very grateful for Racing for Recovery for helping me get where I am and where I'm going.
Here, it was brought up a few times. This is not my first time doing this either. But it is my first time as a 31-year-old young man doing it without the catalyst of the state of Ohio. I have not had the opportunity in my adult life to embrace sobriety, without somebody else kind of telling me to do it. So when I came in this time, I still had enough rational thought to be like, look, let me give this shit a try. And the culture here, absorbing it, giving myself to it, following the cadence of others, Jordan, Jake, Randall, like people that probably don't even know I look at them, has given me the ability to see things that used to be invisible to me as far as self-reflection, objective self-talk, things of that nature. I now have pure accountability. The sheer persistence of coming here gives me a sense of confidence. It allows me to stay away from like those perpetual distractions like jobs, right, which is always the first thing I wanted back, or money, or my car. I have the ability right now to focus on myself in a holistic sense. With that sheer persistence, I also spend time. And with time, I gain that level of fluidness, which gives me that mental distance I need to keep my sobriety intact. And this place has been one of the best things that's ever happened to me. This is part of my identity now because I allow it to be. Because for so long, it was my identity in the other sense. I was the felon or the guy who robbed that place. And now I'm sober, and I get to own that here, and they give me the ability to do that. And it's liberating if you allow it to be.
Kristen.
I've been coming to Racing for Recovery on and off for quite some time now. And I wasn't ready, and they did not have lodging when I was coming. And I just wasn't ready. I was still choosing to use. So when I finally made the decision that I was tired of living that life and that I do want to live, I called Racing for Recovery. I called Todd. I'm like, here I come. I don't care, take me. And I showed up and it works. And a lodging program is saving my life. And that is huge, 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 huge. And the IOPs that we go to 4 times a week and the peer support and my one-on-ones with my counselor, it's amazing. And there's just the spirituality, everything that there is to offer that I am embracing is what keeps me here.
Jordan. The topic was kind of, why do we keep coming? I keep coming because that's what the people that inspire me do, and I want to be like them. Like Todd, Jake, and Joe, and Randall. I come because my employer asked me to, not because it's a requirement, because they know it's fucking important to me. I keep coming because the people that are in the program inspire me. Like, I didn't have the courage to set up a dentist appointment for the last 2 years in my recovery, and one of our clients turned me on to a dentist. I took him, and I seen the way he felt when he walked out of there, and I got some stuff done that I needed to do and take care of. Somebody who wouldn't even have known that they inspired me did. I keep coming because I don't want to live in an alley and have my mom come and cry every day when she's dropping off $20. I keep coming because I get to see her face for an hour every Thursday.
AJ.
I initially came because I've tried other programs before and it didn't work for me. So this is something new. I mean, it's kind of dumb to keep trying the same thing if it's not working right. So in my time here, I like the fact that they don't hold my hand to do this for me, do that for me. They show me the way, put me in they give me direction, and I kind of have the accountability to do it on my own. That's why I kind of like what you said, what Randall said, what you said. Even when Megan said with peers, I don't get treated like an addict, I get treated like a person, which is helping me find the characteristics that I want, I feel like I'm adulting again. I'm getting a sense of accomplishment because I'm, doing this stuff on my own. Like, not on my own completely, I mean, with help, but, the peers here motivate me, they help keep me accountable. People around here take interest in what your goals are, and, like I said, keep you accountable for that, which is I love that. And, while I'm on the subject and talking, man, I'm not surprised whatsoever you made it here. Congratulations.
Rick?
When I first started coming here, the reasoning was mainly just to survive losing Jake. After the very first meeting, it seemed like a natural thing to be a part of, and it's evolved over time. I keep coming because of the relationships of the people that I've got to meet over the last, it'll be 3 years in July that I lost him, and so September was the first meeting of 16. But, and over time it's changed. It's like I've been desperate to have a little impact on trying to help, some other kids that I see, they had the same look in their eyes that he had when he came in, the hurt and the pain and all that, and also like Gail said, to like Randy's example, to reach out to other family members and stuff, and whenever they first walk in here, to try to welcome them and kind of help them get into the flow of things and see what this place can do for them too. And another big part too is he was helpful to other kids when he was in recovery. And it's kind of my way of carrying on what he was doing, and also a way of like not closing the book on his life, because I get to mention his name every Thursday night whenever I come in here. And I just try to keep him alive in that way just by participating in this.
Jake. I'm trying not to get too emotional. This is my fears. There's so many reasons, but I remember when I first walked in them doors, just not wanting to be alive, like hating everything that was going on in my life, not self-esteem absolutely shot. And when I walked into this place, and how we all say we feel that positive vibe and whatnot, that definitely kept me coming back. But what I've learned going through to IOP and just learning about life and how to handle situations when they come across, and how to even kind of look at somebody and not respond just to respond, but actually kind of feel where they're coming from. That's a big step. But we talked about peers, and I can't express how grateful I am to have the peers that I have today. I even get emotional thinking about Joe, because I've went to that dude multiple times throughout my sobriety, and even Randall and Jordan and the staff here. I hung around them. I was here maybe, how many days? 5 days for 10 hours a day, just hanging around here, and they opened the doors up for that. AJ always says, hang around people, he hangs around people he aspires to be like, and that's exactly what I did. And I also think about the choice, that made a big difference in my recovery, is that I had the option to not use. That was a big key factor for me. I'm just extremely grateful for this place, for everything it's helped me through and taught me along the way. And I have the opportunity to wake up each and every morning and come here and get to see you guys and how much growth you guys are all putting into your own lives, because I've been there. And to see you guys do that, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing to witness. So, you guys deserve it once again.
All right, I just want to wrap it up here quick, but I want everybody to think again from Rick and Gail and what they were saying. And I heard Rick say that he sees the look in some people. And when I hear that, I hear a couple of things. It scares me. But I understand the reality of what it can be. Look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. And think about her a couple times a night. It's what you're doing when nobody's looking, and that honesty, because that can be 100% the difference. And if you're not making that commitment to that, and then reaching out for help, it can be real bad. And or you can be sitting right here with 2 years, and that's absolutely phenomenal. Can't say that enough, is be honest with yourself. Who's got autobiography? Andy.
Autobiography in 5 short chapters by Portia Nelson. I walk down the street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I fall in. I am lost, I am hopeless. It isn't my fault, it takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I pretend I don't see it, I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it isn't my fault, it takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I see it is there, I still fall in, it's a habit. My eyes are open, I know where I am, it is my fault, I get out immediately. I walk down the same street, there is a deep hole in the sidewalk, I walk around it. I walk down another street.
Thanks for coming, everyone.